Good morning. Got a bit of news, bleeding cool-wise. On Friday last, thanks to a little help from Jonathan Ross, we broke the news that Bryan Hitch is drawing a Batman comic book. And we also managed to wheedle out the news that it's being written by Ellis. And doing a little bit of Twitter tracking, it appears it might be inked by Kevin Nowlan instead. Reuniting that team. So, we've been also having a little look back at what else Bryan Hitch has been saying over the last couple of years, and it looks like he might have been actually drawing this Ellis Batman comic for about 18 months while he's been doing Hawkman and other projects kind of like in the background. So we had a little look. I said we had a look at some of the tweets. You can see them on Bleeding Cool, but I can read a few of them out because I can. Looks like he's been drawing it possibly since about August 2017 alongside the Hawkman series with a little bit of Vendidity. He said back in August 14th, on holiday these last couple of weeks, much needed. Justice League done, and 2 amazing new projects on the drawing board. Can't wait. Okay, we're just on the board at that point. But when it gets to August the 20th, 2017, he's saying, I've got 2 very different projects on my desk starting tomorrow, both needing different approaches, and both will push my artistic limits. Now, one of them turned out to be the Hawkman ongoing series, which has been well received. But the other one, no news, just that he was kind of like working on it while doing everything else. In September 2017, he was saying, been doing a lot of prep research and reading for my next 2 projects after Hawkman Found, one of which needs a shift in direction for me. Well, that would probably be Batman, in that the Hawkman ongoing series probably didn't need much of a shift of direction from Hawkman Found. I see. We can put these things together. 2 quite different projects artistically, both of which will stretch me in different ways. Now, unless you talk about yoga, I think that's going to be Batman. A stretchy Batman. One of my new projects is going to require a significant change of approach for me, I think, and I'm quite nervous about it. So, yes, my new major ongoing project is drawing a character I've only drawn as part of Justice League. The one after that doesn't. Now, the one he's drawn as part of Justice League, that will be Hawkman. The one after is someone he hasn't just drawn only as part of Justice League. He's drawn him separately before as well. That's Batman. And he also mentioned in January of last year, talking about work that he and Kevin were staying together for a while on a massive project for DC, which we now think is Batman. In March, he was saying, there's one project I'm drawing for later release, and the idea of doing an unwrapped collection of the 12 issues, pencils, is already under some discussion. Next year is likely. So, not only do we reckon Batman is getting an unwrapped collection, but it's also going to be 12 issues, and that comes up in a minute. So, Warren Ellis, Bryan Hitch, Kevin Nowlan, 12 issues, Batman. Let's keep going. Yeah, I don't think I'm stretching here. Thank you all for the massive response to my small news about staying with DC a while. Yes, I still have many more issues of Hawkman to give you, and I'm already into the other project with a further massive book developing. Looking forward to sharing it all with you. Now, that was November last year, so the idea that the news should be coming quite soon. And indeed, it seems to be. Back in December, he was saying, it's interesting working on 2 different projects at the same time. A fight scene with Hawkman is so different to choreographing a fight with XXXXXXXX. And their environments are polar opposites. Comics are great. Well, yes, they are great. But I'm guessing, Hawkman flying up in the sky, alien aspects of that, cosmic space stuff is going to be a bit different to the environment of Batman. Polar opposites indeed. So this year, more Hawkman issues. My other project launches, and I hope something I've been working towards for a long while gets to go ahead. So his other project launches, that's Batman. He's also doing something else too. That was January the 1st, so that's the look at the year ahead, I guess. And he also looks back on January the 18th, he was saying, so 2018 was a pretty productive year. I started project XXXXXXX, and did a few other bits not yet published then onto Hawkeye. Drawing 8 issues, plus inking loads of pages as needed in the rest of the year. Looking to really up my game again this year. Upping his game with Batman. That might well do it. In January the 24th, he wrote, I've been working on another project on and off during the Hawkman run. I draw the way I draw, but each project has a different flavour. That's not surface style, it's approach, storytelling, mood, different tools from the toolbox. I'm thinking it's a bat tool from the bat toolbox. And he's also been talking about. This is from February the 4th. Got the script for issue 3 of my other project today, and it's a corker, as you'd expect from a writer like this. Now, back on January the 4th, he'd said, "It's a DC thing, and I'm drawing the second issue of it now." So, he may be working for a long time while working on other projects, but we've got 2 issues fully done by now, starting to work on a third. And that was almost a month ago, so could that writer be Warren Ellis? Yes, I think it might be. And so he's so basically, it looks like it's all kind of coming together quite nicely. Warren himself has also been talking about his upcoming plans on his mailing list, which everyone should subscribe to, which he says, "I'm coming in for a landing on the Wildstorm, and my remaining comic projects are all 12 issues or less. Trees are the exception, as it's an extensible concept that Jason and I can return to as time, whim, and the market allow." So, Batman, probably one of them, and 12 issues or less. So, which, we said earlier, Bryan Hitch talking about doing 12 issues. So that's what we're going with. Batman by Warren Ellis, Bryan Hitch, Kevin Nowlan, 12 issues long, and 3 issues written at least, 2 issues drawn so far. So about time to announce it. WonderCon, C2E2, ECCC, all happening in the next few weeks. At one of them, they'll be announcing Batman by Ellis, Hitch, and Nowlan. That's the bleeding cool take. We look forward to being proved wrong, as usual. Cheers.